Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing on this wonderful Thursday morning? Hope you're all doing great. I myself am doing excellent. I have been up all night, so there's that. But other than that, everything's good. I'll get a nap sometime today. Kind of running on adrenaline. Guess we will start off, as we always do, with showing which knives I carried during the night. Good morning, Mr. TC, by the way. So during the night, I carried... Good morning, Mr. Keep It Scale Stupid. I carried my 8010 last night. I was out in the garage quite a bit, and this is a garage knife. And yeah, so that's what I carried. I also had this. I used this a little bit. My Devo Mash. I had to dig it out from under the couch because it fell off my magnetic holder. Luckily, it didn't get any damage. But it made me realize how much I like this little knife. Good morning, Mr. Pete. Hope you're doing well. I don't know what it was about yesterday's video, but it got the most views of any video recently. I think it's at 165 or something. Kind of weird. Didn't do anything special, but maybe the little Instagram post that I made helped. I'm going to continue to try to advertise and get some more people in here with us. A couple of things I wanted to go over today. Let's see. Today is the day before Blade Show. Blade Show starts tomorrow, so I'm super excited about that. I was able to finish Mr. Keep It Scale Stupid's knife yesterday, and yeah, you were on for a little while, TC. That's probably what did it. You're right. But I didn't. Maybe the key is not have you on very long, because when I had you on longer, I didn't get as many views. So maybe it keeps them wanting something. Anyway, I got Mr. Keep It Scale Stupid's Doberman anodized yesterday. It did turn out great. Got it sent off to him. You can see the black looks great with it. So I was excited about getting that off to him. And then something else that I've been needing to finish. Thank you, Mr. TC. So something else I needed to finish and I was kind of worried about was Mr. Sever 7's knife. And I am happy to say that I'm super proud of myself and I did get it fixed. So it had absolutely no detent whatsoever. The ball was not falling in the hole correctly. Now it has adequate detent. It's working properly. So yes, I was able to fix it. I told him I could, and I'm kind of glad I was able to go through with what I said. But basically what I did is I got my drill press. I put a little screw that held through the pivot hole to hold it down. I used my tapered carbide bit. I lined it up with where I told you all that I thought it needed the hole to be, which is a little towards the thumb stud and towards the pivot. I mean, towards the thumb stud and towards the flipper tab, down a little bit. That's kind of looked like where it was rubbing off when I had the mark. So I did do that. I took my tapered bit and I was very careful. And I took a little bit of metal out. Then I stopped and I came back inside and I reassembled. And then I went back out, and this is what it finished up looking like. So you can see I had to widen the hole just a little bit here at the bottom side and towards the right a little bit where I said it looked like it was landing. And that worked perfectly to fix the detent. So yeah, I was super proud of myself. So, want to see it work? Let's see it work. So, before, you remember how the blade just dropped right out of it? Well, now I can shake it all I want. Blade does not fall out. Blade stays in place. And it's got just enough detent that when you finally do break it loose, it flips all the way open now. You can't hardly get it to fail. I've tried to get it to fail. It doesn't want to fail now. So it does have detent. Blade won't shake out. And now the detent is strong enough that it flicks perfect. So that was awesome to be able to fix his knife for him. And it was an issue that I had not dealt with. I mean, I had fixed detent on knives before, but having to actually make a new hole or widen the hole was not something I had done yet. So now this is a functioning knife and he will be able to enjoy it. And that's what it's about. That's why we're here, to enjoy our knives. So yeah, I was able to get that one fixed too. Let's see. Day before Blade Show. One of the things I am most excited about tomorrow's date, regardless of it being Blade Show or not, is the fact that the new round of the Strix comes out. Good morning, Broke Arizona Knives and Stacy's Bolstered Blades. Glad to see y'all both here this morning. But the new batch, the third and final Sparrow Strix, I guess it's the final batch of these, comes out tomorrow. This is not the batch that's coming out, but this is one guy's nice collection. So I look forward, that's probably going to be one of the first booths that I head to tomorrow, will be the Strix booth to check out the new Skelly version and the Plain Jane version, because those are the two I'm worried about. Let's see, so the new versions that are going to be available are these right here. These are the available versions. I want to check out both the end versions, the one on the far left and the one on the far right. That's the two that appeal to me the most. I want to check out and see how big those holes are on the Skelly version and see if your fingertip might go through that. Dead Sober Designs. Oh, nice. I did a unboxing on your knife last night. Congratulations for being sober and congratulations on the knives. That's awesome. Thank you, Stacy, for getting him in here. That's pretty cool. But yeah, the brown doesn't look bad. I agree. I'm just and I do like the way they inlaid it. It's not too much going on. I don't like black, so the green, I wish the green was with the tie. I wish you could swap those liners. I mean, you could if you bought two of them, I guess. Something else I noticed this morning is, so there's an issue with the stop pin in the new Buster FG. He posted on Instagram, and this is what he said. Let's go see the original post on Instagram. So, yeah, he removed 4 millimeters of the blade worn away, and he said that he's going to make a new version. He said by the time he wore this much of the blade away, it got so thick anyway. But he's going to make an update to allow the Buster FG to work with half of the blade being worn away. And he says he'll have to see when Civivi will be able to get that rolled out. But he shows, people were commenting on it about how the stop pin would function. So he showed a video of that. Yeah, broke as Knives or Broke Arizona Knives. I don't know how you're wanting that to be said. I like the little story about the theme behind the knife. That was cool too, about it being, themed after a dragon and the lines on it and the swoosh. And I try to promote designers on here because they're super important to me and for the community, and I don't think they get enough recognition. So I appreciate all you did and all you do. I think more designers need to get highlighted because their designs are what makes cool knives. It's not the companies help, but it's got to start with a cool design. I don't know if you noticed, but it is sitting on the table. In fact, it is one of the knives that's still laying here from last night. So yeah, I love the fact you didn't put a flipper tab on it. I'm known for deleting flipper tabs, and I think it just cleans up the lines of the knife. Yeah, that's fine, TC. The story, was kind of like, I could tell it almost looked like a little, like it was just a little imagination. Like I could tell there's probably another reason behind the name. And I don't even know of a dragon named Gideon. Is there a cartoon dragon or something? I don't even know, but I like the design aspects of the lines of it looking kind of like a dragon. Not more of the name, but more of the design. But yeah, the story was kind of almost looked like it was written by AI. I'm sure it wasn't, but yeah, I love the gentle curves of it. I'm not normally a fan of a recurve, and this one doesn't have a bad one. It's just got a little recurve right back here. But I could sharpen that out of it if I didn't like it. I could just go straight back to the choil, straighten that edge up. Oh, Michael, what I did to fix the detent on his knife was, I know you saw on stream how we drew. I drew with marker on there where I thought the detent ball was going to land in the hole, and I figured out that it was going to land more back towards the back of the knife, like towards the thumb stud and then towards the flipper tab. So I took my tapered carbide bit and I secured the knife blade down. I've got painter's tape over it to protect it. And then I went down and I drilled a little bit more of a hole, and then I took it out, and I didn't do quite enough, but I could feel that it was getting better. So I took it back out one last time, and I did it, and this is how it turned out. So I had to make the hole a little larger on this bottom side down here. I know you can see it looks kind of like a... Well, you can see where I rounded out the bottom there to make the hole a little bit bigger. And now the detent ball falls right into that hole, and it fixed the detent on it. So like I said before, you could take this knife, and it had absolutely zero detent, and you could just barely shake it and the blade would come out. But now you can shake it vigorously and the blade does not come out. It's got proper detent now. And when you do finally break loose the flipper tab, it's got enough detent to where it opens all the way. I've tried to fail it. I got it to fail once, barely right out here, but most of the time it opens fully. So I was able to fix the detent. Yeah, this knife is super comfortable. Like I said in my unboxing video, the only place I can feel anything is where this clip, where the highest point is right here, and it lands right in the middle of your palm, so it doesn't feel like it would create a hot spot. I wish there was some jimping up here on the back of the blade, and I might add some. But this jimping feels great. I like the larger jimping on the back of the, and I love the full backspacer. That keeps it from getting dirt in there and stuff. Some people don't like that, but I do. I like the nested liner lock. And the choil on it is just a sharpening choil mainly. You can get your finger in there, but it's mainly just used for the sharpening. How big is it? Keep it scale stupid. It's exactly 8 inches long, and it reminds me a lot of the same size as a Spyderco smock. So the smock and it have basically the same size handles, same length blades. It's 3.5 inches of blade, but like 3.25 inch of actual cutting edge. Pretty much the same as the smock. The smock might even have less cutting edge, especially with the swoosh going on here. But it's very similar in size to the smock as far as top to bottom, blade length, overall length. But it's right at 8 inches. That's what she said. So yeah, great size knife. Super cool to have you on this morning. Appreciate that. What have y'all thought of anything that you want to see or you want me to do at Blade Show to provide a video for any of y'all? Are there any booths you're really looking forward to seeing, or any knives? Or I am going to take TC's advice and try to look at a lot of extra little pieces and hardware and stuff, scale material, maybe even some titanium, to try to mill my own titanium handle, maybe some blade steel. I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure there'll be parts of everything. I might grab some extra, screws, stuff like that. But I'm going to try to, I know there's going to be a ton of boosts, and I'm going to have to, I won't be able to see it all, but I'm going to try to focus on things I enjoy and like. But is there anything? Okay, see if I can get a shot of the Oz fixed blade. All right, Rosie fixed blade. Something else. So I mentioned that the VECP clones are coming soon, and it looks like the assembly stage is about to happen with them. So they look decent, I guess. It is what it is. Let's see, what else that I want to talk about. Wanted to show the knife picks in the Discord from this morning. So Miss Stacy posted some pictures. Waylon ended up getting one of those $15 knives that I linked the other day on Amazon, and he got a $12 fixed blade from Temu, and I actually like the $12 fixed blade. I like the way that looks. Looks like it would be comfortable. I guess he was under the assumption that this might be titanium on this knife. I knew with it being $15 that it was going to be steel, but he did say that it is, he says, great knives. It's D2, good detent, good lockup, fidget friendly. The fixie is 14C, awesome little pocket carry. So yeah, he got a couple of great budget finds. If you could get any extra of those materials, we'll pay you if possible to get some. If not, no biggie. What kind of materials, Michael? You talking about like G10 handle material or screws or what? TCal Fixie. See if they will drop more Melissa Backwoods ones. Okay. I will check into that. I will ask them. I don't mind asking anybody anything, so. But these are the ones Stacy showed. She showed her Gideon and the new fixed blade from Tenable, the Par. I really like the Par, and I thought, Pete, I thought you might like that Par also. It looks like a nice little size EDC. It's got your blade shape, so that is the Par. This looks like this is is it Zambies? Rosecraft Zambies. That looks like a very you could put in a lot of work with that knife with that finger choil. You would definitely feel secure. And then there's that's the Clinch River Swayback. I need to get me some Rosecraft knives. Just for the sake that they're inexpensive, and there's Mr. Keep It Scale Stupid's knife out in a meadow of flowers outside my house. Yeah, right. Today, Mr. Nick is carrying his Riot and his Chevron again. That seems to be a pretty common carry for him. Both bangers. Love both of those knives. Fuchs, good morning, sir. And then Mr. TC showed his two titanium Spydercos, his Smock and his Sage 5. The Sage 5 is such a nice little knife. And TC, I asked you in the Discord if you've had the Smock for a while. I didn't know you had a Smock. Of course, I don't know half the knives you actually have. But I wondered if you were as big of a fan of the Smock as I am. or if you just got it recently and that's why you're posting it. But yeah, the Smock is a great knife. I love my hollow grinds. Oh, you have two of them? Well, that's cool. I guess you're a fan then. Do you have... They have the different button versions. The bigger button... Is it the bigger button? The newer ones have a bigger button, maybe? Do you have one of each? Yeah, I want to make a Smock chop. I want to chop mine off too. Have y'all seen the Smock chop? The chopped version of the Smock? I'm sure a lot of you have, but some of you I'm sure haven't. Let me see if I can find it really quick here. Here's one. Here's a super cool version of a Smock chop. This one is carbon fiber version. Check that out. It is a chopped version of the Smock, just like Mr. TC mentioned. Super cool idea. Super cool execution on that one. Yeah, that's what I meant, the bigger pivot pin. I didn't mean the button, I meant the pivot. The little thing's super cool though. I love modding knives. Let's see if there's a link to this one actually sold on Knife Swap. There's another, oh, that's the same one probably, because look at the scales. He did both sides of both kinds of scales. Oh, that one looks cool. So since it's Thursday, if we're not going to mod something today, we can at least look at some cool modded knives. But that one sold on Knife Swap for I don't know. He says he has over 400 in it, but I don't see. Oh, he withdrew it. He moved it over to the raffles. Mini Smock chop. There's another one. So it's very common for people to do, I guess. Here's one more. That one's cool too. Morning, Waylon. So, all right. Thank you for mentioning that chop Smock, Mr. TC. I still think it's funny that guy that made the chopped Spyderco, I mean the chopped Benchmade, and I guess the Chinese got a hold of it and thought it was a real knife, and ended up manufacturing clones of a modded knife that doesn't exist. I've got one of the clones actually. Morning, Mitchell. But that's a funny story about the chopped Benchmade. I guess it's a chopped bug out. And last time I tried to look it up, it was harder to find it, but there is a post about it where the guy that made the modified one actually posted that he couldn't believe that that the Chinese actually copied his modified knife, which was pretty funny. Let me see if I can find mine really quick. I've got it somewhere. Thought it was right over here. There's another knife I need to spend more time with. And then speaking of little knives, there's another one. Alright, hold on just a second. I'm almost... what a mess. I knocked over a pile of bags. That's alright. Well, there they went again. Here it is. Nope, that's not it. If you like little knives, that's a cool one. Titanium knife. And then this is the little, whatever that is. I can't remember what that little knife is called. And I do not see... I'm not seeing that other little one, so... Oh well. We will look for it again on a later date. Oh, here it is. So there's the one I was talking about. Sorry, I had to reach over. So this knife right here doesn't exist. A guy made a chopped version of a bug out, and then I guess the Chinese got a hold of it and ended up making clones of it, but it's not even a real Benchmade. So that's pretty funny. Super cool little knife though. Super deep carry clip on it. Action on it leaves something to be desired. It's probably because it hasn't been used. It opens good, but it doesn't want to close. Feels pretty rough in there. Might need to take that one apart. But this little I think it's Mancala something. It's a cool little titanium knife. I can't remember. I've got the larger version of it too. And this is one I need to carry more often. I need to do something cool with these scales. I need to turn them some other color besides white. But I grabbed this one because I was talking about the snecks earlier. And then if you've not held a Civivi baby banner, you really need to check them out, because this knife is tiny, but I can still get 4 fingers on it comfortably. It's kind of got the same ergos as the Rosie, but just in a smaller package. Where it's got that, you know, the finger choil is definitely part of the thing here. Yeah, the baby banners. Good morning, Knives Are Life. You should receive your knife today, sir. And this little thing is pretty wild. Little full titanium letter opener that is surprisingly sharp. You can see how sharp that little thing is. That was the regular edge, and then that's the front edge. So both of them are very sharp. Cool little thing. Good morning, Mr. Ron Crow. Yeah, Mr. Bob, you should get your knife today. That'll be awesome. Massalong. That's what it's called. That's what this knife is. This is a super cool little knife. Knives are life. I'm heading to Atlanta tomorrow right after the broadcast. So I will be I'm 3.5 hours away. I'm gonna leave here about 10:30. So if my math's right, I'll be getting there around 2 o'clock. So I'm gonna be able to shoot video from 2 to 6 tomorrow. And I'm glad to get there a couple hours after opening anyway. I don't want to deal with that rush at the very beginning. But I can't check in until later on anyway, so I'm just going to go straight to Blade Show. But yeah, I'm super excited. It's my first knife show. And why not start with the biggest? Had a nice assortment of knives on the table today, a bunch of weird things, and we had the designer in here of this one. If y'all haven't checked out Tenable Knives, you need to do so. They got great budget knives. Concept has been doing their thing recently, and they are doing their thing. I was trying to find my actual, I've got a Concept bag that I don't bust out very often. I'm not sure actually where it is. I haven't seen it in a little while. Oh, by the way, something else I wanted to mention is I did get those boxes in that I talked about on stream, and they're really nice for 70 cents a piece. These are great boxes to ship knives in. You can if you were sending pouches, and I checked on the prices to ship these and the smaller boxes, would be the same cost. But this is a bigger box from a Devo. But you could get a couple of thinner boxes in here, like, well, you can get those two in there. So it'll basically hold 2 knife boxes, a lot of knives, and for 70 cents a piece, you can't beat them. They had Amazon had a deal on them where you could buy they always offer like new or save a little money by buying slightly used, and I went with the slightly used. I don't know how the box, I guess it was just returned because it's just a box of boxes. I mean, how can they be damaged? None of them are used. They're all brand new. But yeah, if you ship and sell a lot of knives like I do, it's a good little purchase. I also ran out of gloves, so I found some of my cool black ones like tattoo guys use. So I'm not out of gloves. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all, I did order, I'm going to try both of these out. So I know y'all remember I bought that stropping compound in different varieties. We were going to try to mirror polish a blade with. Well, these are actually the kind I should have been using. Those other ones were for something else, but these are the ones you get that are the full spray, emulsion spray, diamond spray. They're super liquidy. But I got 2 bottles of this to check out to do a mirror polish on something with. I got the 0.5 micron and the 1 micron. I got 2 50 milliliter bottles of both of those. So we're going to polish up a blade again, mirror polish one, here soon using these. I don't see. I thought they were on the table, but maybe I put them over here beside me by the sharpening stuff. I don't know. I don't know where the other little things I bought are. Maybe they're under this mess here. No, do not see them over here. Look, I still haven't used this thing. I suggested it to people. I told you how good it was. Pete got one and has used it a ton, and I still haven't even opened mine. I mean, I have opened it, but I haven't used it. It's that full titanium utility knife that I linked with the frame lock utility knife that you can get for 30 bucks. Full titanium. Super cool knife. Pete's been using his. I still haven't even touched mine, as is the case with lots of my knives, but that's part of it, I guess. There's a lot of stuff sitting on this table over here that just doesn't get touched. Like, I've still got that little Kevin John mini Sabenza still sitting here too. And since I got this, good morning, JD. Somebody mentioned to me that these are real M390. You can get more versions than just the little Sabenza. He's got but they actually open and function. It's got a nice hand satin ground blade. Like, right before he went to custom knife factories, or they went to custom knife factories, Kevin John made a bunch of these miniature knives, and they're actually real M390. Oh, Knives Are Life? Yeah, that full titanium knife is a great deal. Temu is where I believe we got them from. Let me see if I can find you a link really quick. But that full titanium knife is super cool. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see. Temu.com. Titanium utility knife. So yeah, right here, 31.90. Oh, that's the wrong one. 32.65. Almost sold out. I will copy tiny URL, inner long link, blade alchemy. There you go. There's the link to it. JD, yes sir, that is a real smock with Meat and Boss zirconium scales on it. Mitchell, yeah, that's a great, this little thing is a great titanium knife. I mean, it's got, it's a frame lock, by God, and it's got quick tool change. You just press down on this back thing and the blade slides right out and it clicks back in. It's got good lockup. It's got bearings in it. Got a nice clip on it. It's got a lanyard hole. I mean, what else could you need? Yeah, super cool. It comes with a nice little pack of 10 extra blades. It comes in a little holder, so you can reuse this holder for, your blades. I've got some of those serrated blades. I haven't tried them in here, but oh, you posted your other one, TC? All right, let's go look at that. Discord. Death Blossom posted a couple of his Kaiser Hawk and his Militall. Awesome carry. Where did you post your other smock, TC? Oh, that's you, Mitchell? Sorry, I was confused. Yeah, nice carry. Where did you put them, TC? You said you posted them, but I don't see them. Aha, there it is. Oh, nice. You got the Topo meeting boss. That goes perfectly with your mouse, with your desk mat. Super cool, super cool. I hope so. I haven't seen that. We haven't seen that in a couple of days, huh? I hope he's doing okay. By the way, don't forget that on Sunday evenings we go in the Discord and hang out and chat. I just connected to the voice channel. Wow, I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, we hang out in the Discord server. There was 4 of us last week. Like to see more of you in there if you get a chance. Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Let's go. Let's see. Dead Sober. Do you have an Instagram? I want to promote your Instagram while you're here. Let's go check out his Instagram. Give that a follow. So I'm going to guess that if I type in Dead Sober and Knives, I might get something. Nope. Didn't get nothing. Search. Dead Sober. Dead Sober Podcast. Dead Sober Design. Nope. That's not it. How do I find your Instagram, sir? Dead Sober. Aha! Is this it? No, that's not you either. Dead Sober Design. Okay. At Dead Sober Design. Maybe it's just Dead Sober Design. There we go. Give him a follow. Y'all make sure to go follow him and his work. Uh-oh. I like that one. Love the pivot. Have you seen... so, I have to tell you... have you seen the new... what is it? Kickstarter knife from... what was it? It's called the Elixir. Have you seen the Dead Man Design Co. Elixir? His logo is a skull also, which but this is a cool knife coming out. OEM by Riot, but there's his little symbol.
The Elixir features a 3 1/4 inch compound ground Magna Cut blade with a forward finger notch for those tacks that require a little extra precision.
We've already looked at this, and I don't want to promote him, but the Dead Man Design Co. and the skull logo just kind of made me think of him again. Yours looks better for sure. I love these renderings with the skull pivot. Super cool, super cool. Is the Gideon the first knife that you designed that actually went out to a company? Or do you have multiple knives? I see you have multiple renderings for sure. And what program do you use to render your knives? That's another question. Or to draw them. Yeah, is it your first major knife company to produce one of your knives? Oh, I like that harpoon on that one. That looks a little bit like a Migron with the milling. Keep drawing knives and you'll eventually run across something great, huh? Yeah, that's awesome. Super cool designs. Really glad you popped in. I wouldn't have been able to see any of these. Thank you, Stacy, for getting him to come in this morning. If that's how that happened. If not, thank you, Stacy, anyway. Procreate. All right. I'll have to check that out. So I've got Michael that asked me about maybe getting him some materials at Blade Show. Anything anybody else want? Got any requests since you can't be there? Need me to buy you something and send me the money? Depends on how well I know you. You didn't do anything, Stacy? Y'all both came in at the exact same time, so I figured you might have mentioned it to him or something. Y'all both popped in at the exact same time, so it just looked like maybe he was over hanging out on your Discord or something and you brought him over. But I appreciate you regardless. I had a knife laying over here in a case. Oh. Yeah. I know what that is. don't know why I couldn't find my concept knives. I think maybe I put them, did I put them in their own case? No. Yeah, have you got any sent off to anybody else or anybody else interested? Another cool budget brand that y'all need to check out if you haven't. Another Amazon. Oh, that's awesome. Dead sober. What's going on with this knife? Oh. But another cool little, I've talked about them before on here, but another nice little Amazon brand with mid-range price knives that have some pretty cool designs is Fentiso. If you haven't checked out Fentiso, they got some really good budget knives with some really cool designs. I think I've got 3 or 4 of their designs. I like their colors. They seem to be a company that's trying to do their own thing and producing this one especially super cool. Like ergos on this thing, super rounded. I like the milling up here. But Fentiso is another brand, budget brand that y'all should check out if you haven't. Oh, you're doing what with New Breed? That's awesome. Yeah, it looks like you've been pumping out some designs, so I'm sure some companies need new ideas. Super cool that you got more companies interested. They should be. I'm still looking through my knives over here, trying to find the ones I'm missing. Well, my fixed blades are laying out over here. What else y'all want to look at today? Wonder if this thing's sharp. I'm betting it is. Oh, wow. Yeah. That thing's a lot sharper than I thought it would be. Lynn Thompson is a wild fella, huh? I still laugh when I think back about some of his videos and how serious he gets about cutting a pig in half or something. And every time I hold a knife like this made by cold steel, it just makes me laugh at him. Such a character. Boy, if you didn't know any better, you would think he's in knife fights daily. Pretty wild fella. But every time I hold one of these big cold steels, I can't help thinking back about those videos that he's got about cutting everything and anything in half. All right, now I'm getting mad that I can't find my concept bag. Because concepts are nice knives. I seem to like Mr. Thompson, I guess, because I got into a phase where I bought a bunch of them. Y'all don't see me bust these out very often. August Originals table, the Clydesdale fixed blade. All right, let me make a note of that. Mr. Knives are live. You write that down. I'm actually going to write it on the back of one of my stickers so I won't forget. Clydesdale fixed August Originals. All right, I will check that out. Mr. Knives are live. I should have used one of my stupid titanium pens instead of writing with the. Should have used this. Should have used my new Tucson pen. Yeah, this is a Rambo knife. It's a heck of a knife. The Marauder. It's actually better than a Rambo knife. Mr. Keep It Scale Stupid and me, he showed his Rambo knife from when he was a kid on the Discord stream the other night. This one is super nice. The Recon Scout in 3V, I believe it is. I don't know, what kind of blade steel does that say? Yeah, 3V. This thing's super heavy and nice. I don't know why I'm busting out my cold steel fixed blades, but they're laying here, so I'm doing it. And here's the other Tanto, the leather neck Tanto. So the other one was the Recon Tanto. This one has a bigger handle that fits my hand better. Not sure if y'all noticed, but we haven't heard the crazy air conditioner noise this morning because I've got it cut off. The Razor Tech. That's a pretty cool shaped knife too. I don't know what happened with the stream. Table 14V. All right, that helps. I don't know if we lost stream or something, but I hope not. Says we've got 2 viewers. I'm quite sure we have more than 2 viewers. I don't know what happened. Now it shows we have 0 viewers. I know there's some people still here, right? Did the stream mess up? Did something happen? Can y'all let me know if you actually hear me? Shows I've got 0 viewers. Oh, I'm here, Dwayne. Thank you, sir. Let's since we're talking about Blade Show tomorrow. Yeah, it shows me 0. Let's go look at the one more time, look at the table layout and figure out where 14V is. So, floor plan. Let's see. Oh, he's going to be in the middle with the tables, everybody. So 14, and then V is over here. 14V would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Somewhere right out here in the middle on this end. Alright. 14V would be somewhere right in here. So when I'm over by the Boker table or the Niagara Specialty Metals table, there's the Max Ace table. There's the Rosecraft, ZT, Kershaw. So after I see the Kershaw, the Rose, when I get done with the Boker, I'll cut over into the middle and catch that August. That'll be cool. Did Sever 7 pop in? Good morning, Mr. Sever 7. I fixed your knife. Don't know if you saw the messages I sent you yet, but your knife is officially fixed. Everyone else has seen pictures of it. Not sure if you have yet. I sent you pictures and a video on your Instagram. I guess I could show everybody the video I sent you, even though it's kind of embarrassing. Not really embarrassing, but it is what it is. It's me being excited and proud of myself. Whoops. Sorry about that. So here's the video.
Man, I'm so proud of myself. So I took it apart, took the blade, wrapped it up with painter's tape, and took it out to my drill press and used the pivot hole and a little screw to mount it down by the pivot hole so that it would stay flat and steady. And then I took my little tapered carbide bit and I lined it up with where I thought the hole needed to be, because I put those marks on it with the marker, and I could tell it was a little bit this direction and a little bit this direction is where the hole needed to be. So I lined up my drill press and I made one little bitty, I went down just a little bit, and then I came back inside and tested it, and it didn't help. I mean, it helped a little, so I could tell I was going in the right direction. So I went back out there and just added a little more, and when I came back in, man, it's fixed. Like, look, doesn't shake out at all. And when you flip it, it actually takes, it's got detent, and it takes, like, you have to break the detent in order for it to open. So yeah, man, I got it fixed for you.
So there you go, Sever. It's all fixed up for you. I'll give it to you when I see you. The Blade Show. There's actually a couple of pictures. Here shows the little tapered bit that I used. There's where I was lining it up. And then that shows right before I started. And then this is the hole after I got done. You can kind of see how I had to take out more at the bottom there to get the detent ball to drop into it. But yeah, it's all fixed now. Yeah, man, it feels good. I mean, I know I sounded stupid in that video, and I apologize. I was just excited, you know, like I haven't done that before. It's something I hadn't tried to fix, like drilling a new you know, detent hole in the blade to get the detent ball to set down in there. And I knew in theory, I knew what needed to be done, but I'd never done it before. And that's part about what this channel is about. You know, it's about learning stuff and not being afraid to try stuff. I mean, y'all seen me mess up plenty on here, but if you don't ever try, you can't mess up. And if you don't ever mess up, you won't ever get it right. So it's kind of my philosophy. Thank you, Mr. Knives Are Life. Not bad to have a knife that you didn't feel like you could use to having one that you can use. That's another thing that we focus on around here, is turning knives that you don't like into knives that you do. I'm still over here looking for my concepts. I don't know why I can't find them. Maybe they're in here. No? Yeah, John, I was a little nervous because it wasn't my knife. So I was very careful. I made a tiny little hole, and then I came back inside and checked. And then I went back out there and I got a little more courage, and you can see that I didn't put much of a hole in it. I just had to put a little bit, you know. I didn't have to do much. Oh yeah, I forgot something else I've been meaning to show y'all. And this is just a decorative art piece. This is not to be used. This is just a decorative art piece that hangs on my wall. So I'm just gonna say that right offhand. But I'm not sure if all of y'all have seen one of these before. I'm not going to get into all the details of it. I'm just going to kind of show it. But it is a nice decorative art piece. If y'all haven't seen one of those, there's one of those. It's got 3 blades, not just 2. And they twist. So yeah, y'all can look that up yourselves and see why I said what I said about it. It is called the Jagged Commando. By Microtech. It is a knife from the Austrian Special Forces. And it is rather dangerous. I'm way over here now looking for my concepts. Hold on. I don't guess they're over here. I guess I've officially lost them. Because I really don't see them anywhere. I think I've gone through everything now. So that's no good. I could have sworn I had them. Yeah, they are considered inhumane weapons. That's why mine is just an art piece. Yes, sir? You can see the action on your knife. So as you can see, I can shake it now vigorously. Blade does not come out. And I've tried to fail it, but about the time it breaks loose, it's got enough detent pressure to where it opens all the way. Like, you really can't fail it. I got it to fail once, way out by the end. Yeah, about like that. So there you go. But if you just try it all now, it opens. As long as the detent is locked in. So there you go. Oh yeah, I didn't know if y'all had noticed that Mr. Scott is no longer with us in the mornings. That is because he got his Austria. Yeah, that's what it does look like, Knives Are Life, for sure. But it's solid metal, and you could actually, it's more like a billy stick or a oh, no problem, Sever. It's more like a blackjack than a dildo, but I got your, I feel you. But it's the Austria Special Forces knife. So yeah, they're getting into some crazy stuff. They're $600. You can buy them. It's got a 14-inch blade on it. Let's see what this video's. But if you look up the Wikipedia on it, you will see that it was started in 1963, and it is, let's see, that's the name of their special forces. Let's see. Well, dang it. Let me copy the word here so I don't have to type it. Well, you can buy one on Amazon. Similar. They don't have the exact same version. Pretty crazy that you can buy one on Amazon. So it's not banned by the Geneva Convention, but it is outlawed in most countries because of the wound it makes cannot be sewn up. You're definitely going to bleed out if you get stuck with that. Most likely. Microtech. And they make a smaller version too. I've got one of those somewhere. But it's really in a closet somewhere hidden. Do you need a titanium tanto? If it's a folding one, then I would say yes. Why don't they make many fixed blades made out of titanium? That's something else I've wondered. Is it because it's brittle? I mean, I guess there's a dive knife. Well, I guess it's because the blade is usually the same as the handle steel, and you don't want the blade made out of titanium. They do have fully carbon fiber knives that you can buy. Amazon even has one. So the blade, liner, lock mechanism, pocket clip, everything is carbon fiber. Okay, I take that back. Some of it's not carbon fiber, but they do make some that are fully carbon fiber. So the pivot, but the blade is carbon fiber. So you can almost walk through a metal detector with one of those. And they make G10 knife. They make G10 knives that are fully G10. So like some of these, that's pretty wild to think about. I don't know why I started thinking about these when you asked me about a titanium tanto. But I'm surprised you don't have a titanium tanto, Michael. Ron Crow, we'll see you on the next one, buddy. Yeah, and Cold Steel actually has some G10 knives, I believe. Cold Steel non-metallic knife. Yeah, so they make a few that are fully non-metallic. So this one's made out of Grivex. $9. How long is that? 5-inch blade for $9. That's pretty wild. But I don't know why you don't see many more crimes committed with things like this. But there's lots of cool ones that you can buy. I'm not saying that you should, but there's some crazy knives made out of non-metallic stuff. Yeah, that one right there, that boot knife, I mean, that's pretty wild. The Kershaw Arise. $14.39. YouTube titanium sword. I'm guessing this is the same video you watched. pretty wild. We're not going to watch this video, but we are going to check it out. It's pretty wild. Bakelite handle. Pretty cool. Polish it up. Pretty wild thing. Gonna wrap the handle. Oh look, he made a big filing jig. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this guy's right up my alley. He made him a giant fixed angle sharpener. Super cool. That's pretty awesome. He got a good edge on it too. Well, there you go. There's a titanium. It says steel. Why does that say steel? Why does this picture... Oh, okay. The titanium is the big sheet at the bottom, and he used the steel for those little inserts and other stuff in it. So the little circles along it, and probably part of the handle. Super cool. Thank you for sharing that with us. Wouldn't have seen that if you wouldn't have mentioned it. I don't think I would have ever looked that up myself. Well, alrighty. Anything else we're going to talk about today, or are we going to end this one out? Get ready for Blade Show tomorrow. So I will be broadcasting in the morning. And right after I finish my broadcast, I'm going to take off and head to Atlanta. So if you come up with any thoughts about anything you want to see or want me to look at while I'm there, make sure to tell me in the morning. Although y'all can interact live, we're going to be having videos still in the mornings. Pete, is that the guy that makes that one knife that Metal Complex reviewed and that Fred showed us? John Kubasik. Can't remember the name of that knife, but Sever 7, yeah, that was the whole plan, man. We talked about the fact that I was going to give it to you at Blade Show. So yes, I'm definitely going to bring it to you, sir. So the only yeah, we looked at his art knives, I believe. Oh, I don't know, but here's his prices aren't too bad. $750, $475, $199. He does do some wild stuff, huh? What pretty wild. What looks like he's designed some knives for Boker. And he's got a few customs for sale. There's a credit card money clip knife made out of carbon fiber. Pretty wild. Yes, John, I will check. I'll definitely be at the Oz Machine Company booth. They're supposed to have the Rosie fixed blades, so I'll check out everything they got. Let's see, and what is that knife that I'm talking about that Fred showed us in the Metal Complex? It's all carbon fiber except for the clip. The edge of the blade, and the pivot. It's got a name. Yeah, we'll have to check him out some other time, Pete. What's the name of that knife? It takes him like 3 years. He's 3 years behind right now on making the knives. And I can't think. Fred's got one. Fred showed us one. But I can't remember what the name of it is. I can't ever remember what the name of it is. Well, I don't see it popping up, so I'm not going to spend forever looking for it. But I know which knife. I know y'all know the knife I'm talking about. Go back and look at it. Oh, here we go. No. I don't remember. Oh well, we'll figure it out. No, Fred has one. Yeah, I'm gonna check out Nice Guy for sure. Yeah, the blacklight, we looked at it one other day, Sever. But we'll look at it again before I head out of here. Yeah, that's that one that I talked about. I didn't like the color combos on it. I don't know why they put that copper in there. So there was one I said I liked better than the others. I guess it was that one. Yeah, cool knife. Just not my style. I mean, I like the look of it. I like the blade shape. I like the handles. I just don't like all those inlays. Makes it look gaudy to me. I would try to darken that. I would figure out a way to darken brass if that's brass. Yeah, it is brass, copper. So yeah, I would tarnish the brass or shipwreck it or something. But I like that plain version. I mean, I like the Damascus. I like the Damascus inlays, but I don't like that middle Mokume. I don't know. The colors just don't look right. Weird. Oh, William, you're going back to work? That's awesome. That's good news. Glad to hear that. Yeah, I liked it. I talked about that one the other day, William. The Kyklos, or whatever it's called. Super cool knife. I like the plain version better, not just for the price, but that Fafnir pattern on that Damascus is beautiful. So yeah, I like that version. I don't know, I have an aversion for Damascus blades. I kind of like this one better. I love that knife. I'm going to try to find one. It's got a 3.8 inch blade too. I've got it added to my knife swap alerts. So if one of them comes up on knife swap, I'm definitely going to grab it. I love my Wee knives, so 3.8, another 3.8 inch blade Wee knife is right up my alley. Are you thinking about getting one? Or are you just looking at them? Sever 7, I don't know about the Lemifshi ducklings, but you know, the VECP they're being assembled now. So the Les George is coming soon. So right down here is a picture of the VECP. Oh, and tomorrow morning we're going to have this guy on. showing us how he does all his patterns on his knives. So I've got to talk to him this evening, make sure that's still happening. But he said he was going to come on Friday morning. So that'll give me an easy way to do a video without having to think much. But here is the here's the VCP that's being assembled now. But I'm not sure when the Lemifshi ducklings are coming out. I bought both versions of the Juful one, and they're on the way. I bought both of these. Everybody else has already gotten their new versions of the Cortex XL, and supposedly the action is way better on them. But everybody's got them except me. Mine are on the way from Chicago now. But I don't know why mine always get here late. I send mail. I sold the guy that knife right there. I sold him the Neon. But I don't know why I haven't gotten my XLs yet, my new versions of it. I don't know why they're not coming up in these photos. Like, they were posted all the time last week. Yeah, I've got both versions of that new one coming in, but the action's supposedly way better on the second batch than on the first batch. Anyway, guys, John, the Lemifshi ducklings are available, or the Juful ducklings? Because yes, Stacy, Chicago Knife Works is a weird company. Yeah, John, we're talking about the Lemifshi version, not the Juful version. Because I ordered both of the Juful version. But the Lemifshis aren't out yet. Well, all right, guys. Appreciate every one of y'all being here. Love y'all. See y'all tomorrow before I head out to Blade Show. Like I said, if you think of anything between now and then, make sure to let me know in the morning. But you can also let me know while I'm there. And as we're walking around, if you see anything you want me to walk towards, you can let me know. The Lemifshi should be coming within the next couple of weeks, John. Appreciate y'all all being here. And we will do it again tomorrow and the day after that. If y'all need me, make sure to email me. And if you don't mind, hit that thumbs up on the way out. It helps the algorithm. We'll get more cool people here talking with us in the morning. So that'll be awesome. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. So y'all have a great Thursday.